Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be reviewing another Halloween movie here. This is going to be the Rob Zombie remake, which starts its own timeline here, one of like 4 or 5 different ones that we have here within the Halloween franchise. So it does get a little confusing. So hopefully, as we're watching these videos, we can kind of break those on down. If I need to do one more in-depth one of all the movies, I will be doing that. But um, today's will be of Rob Zombie's remake, so this just takes it back to the roots and the version that Rob Zombie wanted to make. Now, I'll be the first one to say I'm not a fan of either one of these Rob Zombie um, Halloween movies. They don't even crack my top six, to be completely honest, and I know I'm going to take a lot of hate for that, but these movies to me just didn't feel like what we've been given, and I feel like Rob Zombie like putting his name on it and like really being aggressive with what he wanted and this and that just kind of, I don't know, didn't fit the genre, or not even the genre, just not the franchise itself. So we see Michael as he's young being abused by his father quite a bit there, and then sent later to an institution here where he spends the next 17 years with Billy Loomis, who is trying to, make sure Michael's good, giving him some sort of life. But Michael just slowly over time shuts down more and more, becoming basically silent and non-talkative whatsoever. The only way he really communicates is kind of by the paper mache mask that he makes, which I felt was just a little bit weird. Um, Personally, I didn't really care for that. I don't know, it just felt like a weird addition to have to the movie, and I didn't really like it whatsoever. But aside from that, he just becomes unresponsive, and Loomis eventually gives up. Loomis played by a different person, Michael played by a different person, so just kind of was a little off-setting and a little weird. Michael later escapes from the Grove Sanctuarium, um, just on Halloween night, typically when it happens, and he's going to basically hunt down Lori and her friends. Which he does, he hunts down her friends. This is finally when the movie starts to pick up. I felt like the first half of the movie was just really, really slow and really boring. It does pick up a little bit and get a little more interesting, but I just don't care for it that much. I don't really care for these Rob Zombie movies within the franchise. But Michael goes hunting her friends and then later finds Lori, and then Lori does eventually overpower him with his own knife, which is nice to see. But aside from that, it's just nothing crazy, and I didn't really care for this movie. I don't care for these two movies, to be quite frank, but um, that's all I got here for you guys today. I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos, and we'll see you guys in the next one.